Hey guys, welcome to episode 12 of season 7 at Sunderland. We start with a home game against Leicester, which will actually be simming the month of April. A little bit busy. 8 games currently. Should we get through against Atleti, that will mean probably more games before the end of April as well, although the Tottenham game might be pushed into May. Regardless, it's a hectic end to the season. Still in, obviously, the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We've got the FA Cup semi-final against Chelsea at the end of the month as well. We'll deal with the first 4 today. So we'll sim that Leicester at home game. We'll play Chelsea, Atletico Madrid and Manchester United. And the next one, we'll play Atletico Madrid, Forest. Well, as things stand, Atletico Madrid, Forest, Spurs and Chelsea. But obviously, if we get through against Atleti, then everything could change with regards to the layout of the fixtures. But we'll start with Leicester at home, and we'll hope to do well. Do make sure you drop the video a like if you enjoyed the episode. Subscribe to the channel too. FIFA 20 is so close you can almost taste it. The Chelsea career mode will start right away. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Of course, I'll be streaming a lot when FIFA 20 launches as well. So link in the description to my Mixer channel where you can follow over there too to see more career mode, ultimate team, maybe some Volta as well if we feel like it. Oh, I thought they were on their way back into it there, but Chalov just... Oh, to be fair, he missed a penalty. I thought for a minute he'd scored the penalty. Chalov picked up a knock there, 3-1 win against Leicester. How long is Chalov going to be out for? Right, that changes things. Fedor Chalov, our top goal scorer this season, is out for the remainder of the year. That really, really changes things. That means I'm going to have to move Anthony Martial. Actually, does it? I could maybe put Harrison up top. And then McAllister could play in that camera, which is a position where you guys reckoned we could play him. I could obviously always move Kai Havertz back into that camera, although he didn't necessarily flourish there. Put Castell on the bench instead. His physical stats look really good. Technically, he's getting there, but obviously still not the finished article. I could put Martial up top at striker and then bring Rafinha back into the starting 11. That will be what my secondary option will be after we see how McAllister gets on in that centre-forward role. And then maybe we'll try Havertz and McAllister the other way around again. And then we'll contemplate putting Anthony Martial up top. George Harrison hasn't really flourished, or hasn't really performed too well as the out-and-out striker. He always tends to be better when he's in that centre-forward role. So we'll just wait and see. But that really is going to put a frustrating spin on the final few games of the season. In the final couple of months. Hopefully he'll be back for potentially an FA Cup or Champions League final. Hopefully, but we'll wait and see. It says 2 months. We're 7 points behind Liverpool, but we have a game in hand. That game in hand is now against Chelsea. So let's go and win it and get ourselves to within 4 points of Liverpool with 7 games to go. Kepa in goal for Chelsea. Odriozola, De Ligt, Kimpembe and Correa even at left back. Kante, Rabiot and Puig in the midfield with Leon Bailey, Moise Kean, formerly of us of course, and Pulisic out wide on the left. Eden Hazard has dropped yet further in rating, so Pulisic is the preferred option for Chelsea on the left-hand side these days. We'll wait and see how we got on there. Chasing the top 4, Chelsea. So they are a decent team, and they've only scored like 3 less points than us so far this season, despite the fact they're 4 places below us in the table. So clearly they're of quality, and they've certainly performed against us in previous games. Jack Clark trying to find his way past Thierry Correa, but can't do it. Hopefully we can have a strong episode today, as we did in the last one. Thing is, we've got really difficult games between now and the end of the season. We've obviously Chelsea and Manchester United today, Spurs later on in the month as well. There are some big teams and difficult oppositions we have left to play against between now and the end of the season. Games like this are going to define whether we can or cannot challenge for the Premier League title. Jack Clark will look to turn inside. Kimpembe here has done that well, and that's a great finish. Jack Clark with a devastating left foot goal that leaves us 1-0 in front after 12 minutes. Bailey skipped past me nicely there, Leon Bailey. Driving down the left-hand side. He's rather quick. Oh, it's a great cross, and Moise Kean denied a goal against his former team. Corner's come in from Christian Pulisic on that far side of the field. And it's a decent delivery, and it's going to be Moise Kean underneath it again. Cleared away by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. We'll bring that down with George Harrison. Slightly lucky, actually, to get away there in the manner that we did. McAllister trying his best and actually doing very well indeed to turn away from all of the Chelsea players that were running there. That was a lunging tackle from Odriozola. Getting a bit feisty now in this one. Martial will lift it over the top for Ferland Mendy to race onto. Odriozola trying to keep up with me, almost stumbles in doing so. I see Jack Clark at the back post. It's Harrison that's there. It's going to call. It's not going to fall back to him. It's Kepa that picks up on the loose ball and grasps it before George Harrison can turn it home. The initial cross was meant for the back post where Jack Clark was waiting to turn it home with his head. Unfortunately, it didn't put quite enough power on the cross as I'd intended. I wasn't able to find him. This is good football though. And Alexis McAllister's in behind here, and this should be two. And it is. Alexis McAllister back in the starting lineup for unfortunate circumstances for Fedor Chalov, but he's taking absolutely every chance he can get to ensure that he stays in the starting lineup at the crunch end of the season, where we might have big profile finals to play. Alexis McAllister makes it Sunderland 2, Chelsea 0. McAllister, Rosetta Drew Yearwood, Jack Clark, here's Rafinha, pokes it to George Harrison. I kick that straight at the keeper. I tried to go across goal on Harrison's left foot there. Just didn't quite get the right angle on it. Win the header though. Oh, I hate that. It's the second time this season that's happened to George Harrison. You head the ball at the near post. The defender on the line heads it further into the roof of the net and it goes down as an own goal. It's not an own goal. That header is on target from Harrison and he's barely changed the trajectory of the ball whatsoever. That is clearly on target and going in. It's not an own goal. That's twice George Harrison has been denied a goal by the goal decision system, but regardless, we're 3-0 up now here against Chelsea. This is exactly the sort of result we wanted when we were coming up against one of the more difficult oppositions to play against the Premier League. If we can put this sort of performance in again against Manchester United in the league, or basically the same sort of performance we put in against Manchester United in the FA Cup in the last episode, then we should get another set of 3 points. Chelsea trying to fight back here, but it's too little too late. You're already 3-0 down, lads. Pulisic digs the ball out well. Longley wins the head, and Moise Kean's shot blocked by Lunin, who's very happy with himself. His last action, Moise Kean goes off now. They made a change. Not sure who will have come on in his place. I think they've got Andrea Bellotti. Yes, it is Andrea Bellotti that's come on in his place. It's going to drop to N'Golo Kante. A double step over. If he shoots from 30 yards on his left foot, I really will be surprised. Leon Bailey. Good footwork. Here's Mason Mount. Christian Pulisic. Oh, and that is an absolute waste. So much so it's not even going to go out of play for me to let it trickle out for a goal kick. 8 minutes to go here. 3-0 to the good, although it might be 3-1 soon. Lunin again drawn into action. Chelsea put the pressure on, but it's not working, lads. We are defending much better than you have been. Rephrase, I'm relying a lot on Lunin to make save after save. 6 minutes to go. That won't be taken short. It's looped in, and one day he'll catch something, Lunin, but for the time being, he's still got a clean sheet, and that's the most important thing. Bellotti spins well. Oh, and scores well. Just pulled the ball down out of the air as it came down from a blocked pass earlier on. And it's a great finish. Oh. The defender in front of him actually fell over in front of the ball or tried to slide and block it when it wasn't on the floor. It's frustrating. There goes the clean sheet. Never mind. Clement Longley couldn't get anything on it to block it. And it will be a 3-1 victory against Chelsea rather than a 3-0 victory. Most important thing though, 3 points on the board, and the attack to chase down Liverpool continues. And hopefully, good save. Hopefully we'll be able to continue that yet further in the next game against, actually no, it's Atleti next, then Man United. Atleti's starting lineup, Jan Oblak in goal, Andreas Christensen at the back for them. Oblak is 91 rated right now. We've got Mauro Icardi and Diego Jota up top. Martin's on the right, Lamar on the left, Saul and Ziyech in the middle. Really attacking team from Atletico Madrid. I'm expecting to be on the back foot for the majority of this, but hopefully we can get a respectable away leg result to take back to the Stadium of Light in the next episode, get ourselves through to the semi-finals of this competition. We're in the semi-finals of the Champions League. We're in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, trying to get to the semi-finals of the Champions League here, and Jack Clark is taking everybody on, but can't score the goal. That would have been a brilliant way to start this tie. Out to Diogo Dalot. In there to Hakim Ziyech. Zagadou again. So, Lamar, he mentions how attacking this 11 was from Atletico Madrid, and Diogo Jota gives them a 1-0 lead. That's a great header that snuck in at the near post. Said we were going to be on the back foot for the majority of the game, and we've started in the opening 10 minutes exactly that way. Great delivery in. Slight questions of the defending from Yuri Tielemans. Certainly should have done better there when challenging for the ball. Didn't seem to have his eye on it until the very last moment. Unfortunately for me, just past the tips of Lunin's fingers and into the top corner it goes. 5 seconds before the 10th minute ends. It's Atletico Madrid 1, Sunderland 0. But we know we can bounce back from being behind in the Champions League, so we're not going to let that worry us for now. Forward to Kai Havertz. Nicely done. We'll play that over the top, looking for Alexis McAllister, who's in behind here. Just immediately gobbled up by the defensive players. Doesn't have the acceleration and the physicality to get away in that scenario. It's not his area of expertise. That's a lovely ball through to Diogo Jota. Brushes the side netting on its way past towards the stand. Very nearly 2-0 Atletico Madrid there, as we were hoping to maybe be getting an equaliser going the other way. Got it through, looking for McAllister. I need to use him in the build-up to the move, not on the end of it, unless he's already in a lot of space. Ziyech with a turn, he spun brilliantly, and he's still going here. Thankfully, the shot's poor. And Bissaka looking down the line there for Jack Clark. Turned inside nicely to get past Zagadou. He doesn't have the physicality to take on the Atleti left back, so we are going to have to make sure we pass it around with Jack Clark, unless we can work him into some space. But they've got an injury here, and it's going to be their goal scorer, Diogo Jota, who's going to have to come off. Just fell awkwardly there. Oh, that did look painful actually. His left ankle seemed to take a right old twist there. Coming on in his place. I'm not actually sure who that is. Can you turn around so I can see the name on your back of your shirt, please, sir? No. Oh, it's Donald Mbolo. You can see bottom left there. Okay. Mbolo's on. Diogo Jota off. We'll see if that changes their attacking outlook. Lamar. Mbolo again. Inside to Ziyech. Out there to Lamar. Here's Mauro Icardi. That's a decent delivery. Ferland Mendy does just enough to get to it first. Donald Mbolo turns, trying desperately not to take him down. Jack Clark will clear this up, but not away. Harrison's done brilliantly to win that header, but can't direct it to a teammate. Lamar to Hakim Ziyech again. Dalot forward there to Donald Mbolo, who turns well and actually strikes very well indeed as well. Corner to come in from Gelson Martins on this near side. Coming up towards half time now. Atleti have definitely been the better team. And thankfully, Lunin is stopping the scoreline, reflecting just how dominant they've been so far in this fixture. Still just the 1-0. Try and get ourselves an equaliser if we can. I'll look to play Martial in behind and turn sharply inside immediately. Accelerate away. Lovely ball, but picked off. We're going to be 1-0 down at half time. Here's to Bril, Donald Mbolo. Their substitute trying to have the ultimate impact. Oh, strong hit from Mauro Icardi. Strong arm from Andriy Lunin. That was very well hit. Will have certainly stung the palm of the goalkeeper at the very least. Catch that! Oh, please! How hard is it to catch a football? Oh, Zagadou back there to Dalot. And the corner to Gelson Martins. Cross could come in here. Does. Oh, what a save! But a penalty's been given for something. Why? Longley's furious. I'm furious. Show me a replay. Longley challenging with Icardi. You're going to give a penalty for that, are you? You're going to give a penalty for that? In a game of this magnitude, that is unforgivable for the referee. Mauro Icardi scores. Atletico Madrid 2, Sunderland 0. He's going to go for that celebration as well, as if he knew that I was ranting at the camera. Screw you, Mauro Icardi. Atletico Madrid 2, Sunderland 0. This is not going according to plan so far. Alexis back in there to Kai Havertz. Forward looking for Yuri Tielemans. Can't find him though. Ball over top. Win that. Well up. Nicholas. Tielemans. Space here for Jack Clark. This could be a good opportunity for us. Work it inside to George Harrison, and there's the defender to step in just as we were about to pull the trigger. Alright, goal kick then, is it? Sure. Not having a good trip away from home here at all. Here's Borja Garces down the left-hand side. Cross comes in, and it's decent. Lunin punches, as ever. Man can't catch a cold, let alone a football. That might well be the second soft penalty of the game given. Again, I'd like to see a replay, please. Ferland just stood there. Oh, he did wave a left leg at it. That one perhaps is more obvious than the first. The first one just wasn't a penalty. Borja, who delivered the ball into the middle in the first place, is going to take it. That might be us out the Champions League. 3-0 is going to be very difficult to turn around in the next one. Here's Mbolo. Lamar. Oh, that was naughty. Little dinks ball over the top of his leg. Still, Thomas Lamar torments me. Hopefully we've gotten that away. I don't think... Oh, I've not even won the head. I was going to say, I don't think there's time for us to go up the other end. Merely seconds to go now between us and a convincing 3-0 victory for Atletico Madrid. They were unplayable for the majority of this game and fully deserve that victory. And I mean fully deserve that victory. I can have no complaints other than maybe the soft first penalty. Says everything, really, doesn't it? It says absolutely everything. We've been in great form recently as well. Man United have just lost in their Champions League first leg quarter-final as well. Or quarter-final first leg, whichever way you want to phrase it. We have them next. 5 points to gap. Liverpool have dropped points on match day 32. Beat United, we're 2 points off top. I do, of course, have to beat United, though, first. Man United's starting lineup is exactly the same, I believe, as when we played them in the FA Cup in the last episode. Isco, Ceballos, Draxler in the midfield with Pogba sat behind Luka Jovic and Joao Felix. We beat them then. We can beat them again. Sula forward there to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Or to Jack Clark. Wan-Bissaka obviously in real life now is at Manchester United, although we didn't sign him from them on this save. Oh, very nearly starting off with the most perfect of through balls. That would surely have given us a 1-0 lead if George Harrison was set through there, but frustratingly didn't quite get it right. Bellerin certainly got everything right there, but Wan-Bissaka rises well to win the header. I've switched Kai Havertz and McAllister around for this one, so now Kai Havertz is back in that cam role. That's a beautiful ball. And McAllister is back deeper. Jack Clark racing in on goal. 1-on-1. De Gea saves well. Clearance isn't the best. Tielemans to George Harrison. Scores! Whipped into the top corner. We will get our 1-0 lead at Old Trafford early doors again. Let's go! Here's Joao Felix. Yes, Drew Yearwood. No, Drew Yearwood. Martial does well. Yearwood into the starting lineup for Yuri Tielemans, who just quite simply doesn't have the stamina to start this particular fixture. It's been a difficult run of games for us. Jack Clark in behind again. This time he scores. That's very well taken. We beat Man United in the Cup. We might well be beating them in the league as well. Closing the gap to 2 at the top of the Premier League. If we are to go out of the Champions League, I want to win the Prem this season. Isco squeezes it through the gap to Luka Jovic. Nice little 1-2 between Bellerin and the man in the middle. Here's Dani Ceballos. To Bellerin again. Oh, what a decent delivery as well. Felix. Oh, very nearly catches. Lunin out at his near post a couple of times. Efforts like that have snuck in this season. Bellerin is always seemingly their outlet. And how Nicolas Sula is losing out in aerial battles to Joao Felix, I'm not entirely too sure. Just didn't seem to pay attention to the ball there whatsoever. Drew Yearwood wins that header, but it will drop on the edge of the box Here's Gaia, Draxler in the middle as well. Felix again. Lunin this time holds on. Fighting back here, Manchester United, but still yet to get on the score sheet. 2-0 will be the scoreline as we get to half-time, unless Kai can set something up here, which we can't do because Harrison was offside. Here, looking to squeeze it through. Off the post for Joao Felix. Mentioned everything they do comes through. Hector Bellerin on the right-hand side. Another opportunity. It's 3 in the dying stages of the first half for Joao Felix alone. Thankfully, our goalkeeper on hand twice and the post on hand the other. 2-0 up at the break. Inside there to McAllister. Through the gap to Kai Havertz. George Harrison's in. Oh, crashing off the bar. Well, they hit that post on the right-hand side at the end of the first half, and at the beginning of the second, we cracked it off the bar above it. George Harrison does nicely there, and Havertz will look for McAllister. I might just have timed that pass wrong, and I did. Bellerin doing the work at the other end of the field for Manchester United now. Really good right back for them here. He's grown superbly well throughout the course of the save, and he's highly effective at both ends of the football field. Harrison will just delay here, and then we'll send Martial through. He's got the better of Bellerin on this occasion. Oh, the cross is fancy. The header from Harrison is tame. To Alexis again. Hit it early. Oh, that was travelling from Alexis McAllister. David De Gea makes the stop. 2 changes, both out wide. Martial off for Rafinha and Jack Clark off for Lyndon Gooch. They've made a change as well with Pereira coming on for them, Manchester United. Wait and see if that changes their offensive fortunes. So far, oh, Jovic nearly headed that straight to me, but Julian Draxler with the acrobatics to ensure that they keep possession. Here is Andreas Pereira on the ball for the first time for United. Finds Draxler. Better with his feet, although the effort with his head was still decent. Here's Bellerin again. As well, Felix down, but Longley will get rid of that. Now the counter-attack. Havertz will look over the top for George Harrison. Lindelof rises well. 25 to go. Still a 2-0 lead. They did score against us in the cup to make it 2-1, but we came out victorious. I'm still not confident of the clean sheet in this game as legs get tired. But hopefully we can hold on to at least the scoreline with regards to the win. But they've got a corner here. Luka Jovic going off now for them. Draxler delivers the ball into the middle. Gooch underneath it. Pogba, Kai Havertz in the way. Keeper's there. I'm going to trust him. I shouldn't have trusted him. Pereira down to Draxler. There's a goal back for them. Why can you never catch a football, Mr. Lunin? 20 to go. Now we're in dangerous waters. Havertz. Cross there to McAllister. Driven out wide to Lyndon Gooch. If I could get a 2-goal advantage back pretty sharpish, that would be great. United committing a lot of bodies back there in defence, actually. Here's Lyndon Gooch again. Driving inside. Ball around the corner to Kai Havertz on his left. Oh, no, I've hit the post as well. It's the post and bar hit in this second half for us. If we don't win, I'll be absolutely gutted. Through to Rafinha. He'll let fly. Oh, but that one's wide. Taking his time. Lovely ball down the line to Twanzebe, who keeps it in well. Long lay away, but only as far as Jose Gaia. There's Pereira. Just trying to get anything in the way of the ball at the moment. Thankfully, we've done that well. Oh, until Andreas Pereira out-muscles Kai Havertz. Now we're on the back foot again. Pogba to Joao Felix. Time is running out for United here. I need to stop them from getting more opportunities, but they are going to get a throw in here. I'm taking off man up top Kai Havertz. I'm bringing on Castell, the youngster, and then dropping George Harrison into the centre-forward role again. Castell is an out-and-out striker. It's the first time that I'm going to have used him at all in this save. We'll wait and see if he has anything to do whatsoever. He's left-footed, but has 5-star skills. So we might be able to trick our way towards a third goal. Or alternatively, United will continue to be on the front foot, and he won't even get the opportunity to even touch the ball. Here's Joao Felix. Could turn and play the pass. Hasn't yet. There's Jose Gaia. Good block by Lyndon Gooch. Stoppage time. The chance for United to get a last gasp Fergie time equaliser. Harrison with the header. Still no touch for Castell. Back out wide here to Paul Pogba. Time is ticking out. This will be the last opportunity of the game. Andreas Pereira. Oh, inside of the post. Get rid of it. I can't. Please don't score now. Yes, Alexis McAllister. Anywhere will do. 3 points for Sunderland. Let's go. Oh, that was nearly right at the end. We hit the bar and post. They hit the post and post. We get a 2-1 victory, which will take us to within 2 points of the top of the table. We probably will be going out of the Champions League with the first game of the next episode. But we stand ourselves a great opportunity. We're going all the way in the Premier League, and we still could well go all the way in the FA Cup as well. Atleti, Forest, Spurs and Chelsea tomorrow. And Watford, Everton, West Ham and Fulham to end the day after. Unless, of course, we pull off the miraculous against Atletico Madrid, which we might do, although I doubt. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you follow me on all social media links in the description down below, including Mixer, where we'll be streaming some FIFA 20 this week. But for now, I'll see you later.